Live yet? Yes, we're live. Welcome, Tamar.
Hello. We are together again.
Good morning from Europe, where it's good afternoon.
And good morning from Florida.
I just love this. I love the fact that we can just connect with people all over the world, any time of the day. Hello, Crafty, I am.
Oh, good
People
morning.
are popping in already. And so while we're waiting for people to pop in, I'm just going to copy and paste all your different things. So here comes your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So that is, no, that's saying yes. So that is Tamar's YouTube channel. Then we have Tamar Perry on Facebook. And so I have got your profile here. So I'm going to post your profile.
Oh, let me turn around. You can see my profile.
From the left, from the right. Then I also have your website, Creative Treasures. So I'm going to pop that in the chat as well. So everybody has all the links while we are waiting. Okie dokie. I see we have Karen Oppett in the house. We have Terry in the house. We have
Hi, Terry.
Jennifer from Cape Town, my hometown.
Oh, all the talented people are here. I'm in good company.
It's awesome. Everybody's coming in. Good evening from Australia.
Woo! Wow.
We have hello from Portugal. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
And yeah, I need my mom. So next week, my mom will be helping me because mom can speak Portuguese.
Oh, nice.
And I will have Luciana from Brazil. So she will be speaking English and Portuguese. And we have Lanka from Germany. Oh, can't even say my own country. Guten Tag. And Cyprus. Kim from Cyprus. And
wow, that
is saying hello from the Netherlands. My neighbor Agnieszka's in the house. Where's she gone? Oh, they're coming in so fast. It's hard for me to click on them. I'm clicking on the wrong one. Hello, Aga.
Hi, Aga.
Did you see her amazing live showing the technique using the 2 crackles? Yes. Oh, my word. I just have to show off.
She's so talented. She's so talented.
So I use her technique on this tag. Look at those cracks. I just love it. It's delicious.
Yes.
Her technique is just the best. Thanks for sharing with us, Aga.
Thank you.
And we have Alexandra from Portugal.
Oh, wow, I can't keep up with everybody. Hello. Hi, Alexandra.
Yes, and we have Luciana's in the house. This time next week we'll be live together.
Wow.
I hope I'm pronouncing her name wrong. I'm dyslexic, so I tend to add special vowels and sounds where I should
pronunciations.
Anyway. Yeah. USA is here. So the tag is amazing. Great technique. Yes, I just wanted to show you because, of course, I use my favorite colors. Normally, Aga's work is very soft. She loves these beautiful vintage colors. And, of course, I'm bold and bright and rusty. So, and, of course, everybody in YouTube is saying hello to each other. It's like a catch-up, like a daily catch-up from yesterday.
Even my daughter was here last time. Maybe she'll be here again today.
Brilliant. Okay, so do you want to show us what you are going to be doing today?
Yes, I will show you. I made 3 cards, and we'll be making this card today with Lady Vagabond paper and a little decorative chip and some of the molds Here,
I love
I
the
love
fact that you've
dangles.
done them back to back. So that, I mean, if you glued them together, it would look like one piece. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's. I decided not to glue them. I mean, you could, but I like it like this. You know, you can always put something in the back, a little note, a little. I like little secret areas. And the card is actually magnetized, so it opens, and you have a magnet card here that you can put on the refrigerator or something. And that opens up, and it has a little pocket here.
Oh, that's so amazing. So if you give somebody a gift card or something, they can pop it on the fridge so they don't lose it.
Yeah, you can put the picture in here. You can put notes in there. You know, if you are, you know, if you have a husband, a boyfriend, you want to put love notes. It's really cute.
That's such a cool idea. Okay, let me just answer Gloria quickly because she's saying, where can I find the tutorial for the tag? So I didn't do the tutorial. Agnieszka did the class last week. So if you look in the schedule of last week's live, and for the life of me, I can't remember what day it was. It could have been Thursday last week. If you look for the lives with Agnieszka, it was an amazing live. She was together. It was Saturday. It was Saturday. She was together with Monica. So if you look for Saturday's live, she did the whole technique. She did the most amazing box, showing how to get these incredible cracks. So it's not my technique. It's not my tag. It's not anything. It's her technique, which she discovered and shared with all of us. And I am so grateful. So yes, if you look for last Saturday's live, you will find it.
Yeah, I think all the lives are on Stamperia's YouTube and on their Facebook page.
Yes, yes. You can always find any of these and watch them back. Yeah. So it was your turn on my design team today to post, and you did another 2 beautiful cards. Can you show those as well?
Yes, I've done this little card.
Oh, the supervisor.
With the supervisor. It's the same technique. It has the magnetic on it. So this is
clever.
One. Yeah. And I've done one with Lady Vagabond. And again, it's magnetic.
Perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, the magnetic is really strong.
I can hear it going click.
And I added gray board chippies from, and I put the locks here.
Nice to see her all pretty with flowers.
Right? I was saying, you know, I didn't see Lady Vagabond with flower, but you totally doable.
Oh, yes. And those are all her favorite colors too. Yeah. Perfect. And yeah, she looks amazing.
I know. I love her. You know, the collection is so versatile. You can do so much with it. So much with it. Every project that I do is just completely different than the other.
I was actually busy pinning stuff to my Pinterest board. At how everybody has taken exactly the same set of stuff and made the most amazing different albums, cards, pop-up cards, box cards, like 3D gifts, 3D projects, like what I call off-the-page projects, canvases, mixed media, scrapbook pages. It's just so amazing to see the versatility that everybody's created with it.
Yeah,
so
very different, very, very different. You know, layout. We can do a layout like, you know, scrapbook layout with it.
Yeah,
it's so fun. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe change.
You're gonna change your cameras. So I'm just gonna pop something on the screen so you can change your camera. And so while you change your camera, I've got the focus products up. So I don't know if any of you have noticed that lately Stamperia has been doing all different, literally focusing on little videos, focusing on individual products. So it's like very short information, little videos showing quick how-tos. So you can search for those both on Facebook and on YouTube. And then it's summer holidays here in Europe, and there is a Stamperia challenge on the go. My voyage is fantastique. So share a video of your vacation and you could win something. I'm sure it was a pizza box, but it doesn't say so in here. But I'm sure if my memory serves me correctly, which it doesn't always, you can win a pizza box if you share where you are on your holiday, just as something different. And there we have Tamar's desk, and I'm going to give Tamar the full screen. Excuse the sound effects in the background. I don't know. Did you hear that thundering crash?
I did not.
Okay, I'm hoping that my camera is blocking it out because it's a beautiful day here and I have my doors open and the builders are banging and crashing next door.
Okay. So do you see my hands from in the front or from the back, or
we're seeing you from the top of the screen?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Let me see if I can turn it around.
Okay. Okay. We lost you. I'm gonna put exit solo layout.
Can see now in front.
No, I'm gonna put okay. Now we're seeing in front. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna exit solo layout. Okay, no. Okay, wait, that was good.
Now. Wait, I can't hear you now.
Oh dear. Okay, so I'm going to.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Okay. So go out. Let's see if she can hear me. Maybe she knocked something.
I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay, she's gonna leave and come back. So you left with me. Gotta love technology. Let's see what the comments are saying. We have liked and shared. So yes, Vina is reminding me that we need to like and share the videos so that you can win a pizza box. Remember, every Monday, Giovanni normally announces the winner of the pizza box during his show on a Monday. And we have lives for the whole of next week, and then Stamperia is going on summer vacation. So they are going on vacation from, I think it's the 14th till the 26th. So there will be no lives for a week. So don't think you've gone mad or lost the plot. They're just, everybody's just having a bit of a summer holiday. And then everything will be back to normal from the 22nd, I think, onwards. Let me just check my diary. I'm old school. I still have a diary. Tamar is coming back in, just waiting for her to sort out her camera while we decide. Let's just see. So yes, the Stamperia will be back from Monday the 23rd. So there will be no lives between Monday and Saturday. So from Monday the 16th to Saturday the 21st, there will be no lives. And now I have Tamar back. Can you hear me now, Tamar?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. I'm going to give you full screen, and it is perfect. Don't fiddle with it. It's perfect.
All right.
Just slide slightly to the left. Yep, there we go. Perfect.
All right. Yeah. So it's really weird because I can hear you barely, but let me.
Okay.
Now I can hear you good. Yay.
Okay, good.
I'm
Kim
so
has
sorry. Every time we do a live, something happens with my.
Oh, it's hard. You touch these cameras are so sensitive. That's why I've actually now got, instead of using my phone, I've got a dedicated webcam because it is just too tricky otherwise. Okay, I'm gonna take this rolling banner off.
All right. So I'm actually going to start with pouring some mold.
Oh, and I see you've got black resin.
I took my quick resin, and it doesn't take long, but I'm going to start with that. Look how beautiful they're coming out.
I love the detail that Stamperia get in their molds. It's unbelievable.
It's beautiful. And it's, you know, I can't even tell you how many times I poured into this mold. A million times already. So I'm going to do 2 of each of the locks, the small locks.
Yep, so that you can have them back to back.
So that I can have them back to back.
So I know that there's different resin all over the place because like I'm sitting here a bit green with envy because we don't have, well, I don't have black resin. I land up always painting my things with black Allegra paint and then painting it with the colors I want on top, especially if you want to do wax.
Yes.
I agree, Esther, these molds are really great.
Yeah, you can do resin, you can do whatever you want. You can use, you know, the
ceramic powder, because Farrell did a project a while ago showing how to mix the ceramic powder and pouring it in the molds. And that's not too long before you can take it out either. It sets up quite quickly. It does take quite a while to like dry out completely, but you can start working with it within a good 20 minutes. So that's really great. And of course, Stamperia has got the clear crystal resin that takes a lot longer to set, so that requires some planning ahead. Well, I particularly like it for the light bulbs.
I was supposed to do it, but you know, my nephew and wife had a baby.
Oh, mazel tov.
Thank you. So I was like busy with that, you know.
It's so exciting. Oh, so precious to have.
We were waiting and my mind was elsewhere. And last night I realized, wait a minute, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. And well, we always have options, which is good. So I'm going to put this aside for a few minutes and let it dry. And we can start cutting the paper.
Everybody's saying congratulations.
Thank you. We're very excited. It's the first baby of a new generation. Her name is Leah Marie.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I love the name. So it's really, really a big deal here in my family. We were all up until late last night.
Oh my word, here's a blast from the past. Hello, Bridget. Good evening, Bridget. She's fellow South African, moved to Australia. And yes, the crafting community in SA is staying safe and strong, thank goodness. Unfortunately, South Africa, as many other communities around the world, have lost people to COVID. South Africa is having a particularly bad time at the moment with this new strain, but yeah, it is shocking to everybody to suddenly lose a lot of friends. Somebody actually said the other day, opening Facebook is a bit like opening an obituary. So yeah, but I must say things are getting better there.
That's good. You know, it's very sad to see this all over, you know, what's happening, and we're praying for everybody there to be safe and get back to normalization.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to be able to teach. In fact, Stamperia's asked all the teachers to organize classes, like prepare classes. I don't know if people have seen, so this is a good time to mention it while you're busy preparing your cardstock. All the teachers have been asked to prepare at least 3 classes for shops, to be able to teach in shops. And there are still some countries that are on the red list, so like I know I can teach mine online if necessary. So it's very exciting that we can start preparing, hopefully, to be able to, you know, sort of teach in the different countries. I've seen Stamperia has released Antoni's schedule and Christina Radovan's schedule online.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to that. So if you want any of the Stamperia teachers to come and teach at a shop near you, please contact the shop and say that you're interested, or even contact Stamperia directly on their marketing email address and say, you know, I'm from, I don't know, Timbuktu. I'm really keen to have whoever you want, you know, to come and teach, and yeah, just let us know. And
we want in our area. I'm in Delray Beach. I already had some of my friends and customers asking me if we're going to do one in our area. And I tell them, I said, write Stamperia and let them know you want a class here. So I know that we're going to, Antonis is doing one in Miami. I know
yes.
that. Yeah, Miami is a little far. Floridians don't like to drive very far.
It sounds like Cape Townians. They don't like to drive around the mountain. It's hilarious.
But in Delray Beach, we have a very big scrapping community here. So maybe consider that.
I did see he had some open dates, so maybe people can just email Stamperia and say, come this way.
Or maybe Belinda can come here.
That would be awesome. We have Maria de Oliveira saying, hello, my two favorite ladies. Don't tell anyone. So now it's all over the world. It's wonderful to see you again. What you doing today? So Tamar is making cards with magnets.
And I'm going to give you some measurements because I'm here cutting away. And the measurements are for the cardstock itself.
Okay.
Okay. So what I did is I took a page of cardstock, 110-pound weight.
So that's your standard cardstock, yes.
Yeah, cardstock, nice and heavy. That is 8.5 inches by 11. It's a little smaller than the A4 in Europe. So.
Okay, is that what you guys call a letter or a
yeah, it
legal?
is 21.5 centimeters by 28 centimeters.
Okay, so it's slightly shorter and slightly wider than our standard A4. Okay.
So I'm cutting it into two parts. I cut it at 6.25 inches. Sorry.
Okay.
Lengthwise. And then I took the other piece. Okay, so I have these two pieces, and I'm going to score both of them at the center. So this one is scored at 4.25 inches on the 8.5-inch side. And it gives me a 4.5 by 6.5 card.
Okay, can you come down slightly? Yeah, there we go.
Okay. And then I'm scoring this one again in the center at 4.25, and I get a smaller one. So I get 2 small pieces, and they will sit together this way.
Okay, so the one overlaps the other one to stop the gap,
exactly.
to stop them flapping. Right, that's clever.
That is what I did. Now for this piece, I cut the 2 corners in a diagonal a little bit.
And you just eyeballed that? I saw you do it now while I was talking.
Yes, I eyeballed it. It's about 1/2 inch from either side.
Okay, right.
Just a little bit, just to give it a little interest. You can round it if you like them rounded, not straight.
Yeah, people have those corner punches.
Mm-hmm. So that now I'm using leftovers from the collection that I have. Every time you have leftover,
you make an album or you do something else. Yes, I also have
and I have a habit of cutting it into smaller pieces. So I always have piles of small pieces of paper.
usable pieces that you can just grab. Yeah, good idea.
So I have, I took about 5 that are 4 by 6.
Okay, so standard jumbo photo size.
Yes. And I picked 2 that had the books on them.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 that has the floral pattern on them, and 1 that has this pattern on it.
Perfect. And those are all from the 12 by 12.
Yeah, and I have a bunch. You see, I cut a bunch of leftovers. So, and I keep it here, and then I can make cards with that.
That's such a good idea.
The 2 books, I just cut it into 4 by 4.25. This is 4 1/4 long and 4 inches wide. So I cut 2 pieces of that. Okay, now I'm going to do the magnet. And for that, I took 2 pieces of mat board. It's just, you know, from boxes or whatever you have, you know, it's, or
leftover chipboard and so on, yeah.
Chipboard or mat board, something that's a little bit more sturdy, because the magnet that I'm using is a little thick. It's, I think, 1/16 of an inch thick. So I want it to sit nicely in there. So I'm going to take these 2 and I'm going to find my middle here. And let me see, I got a pen and a ruler. And I'm just going to crisscross and find my center. And after I find my center, I'm going to cut over here a little square that's the size of my magnet. So this is my magnet here.
Oh, so you're going to inset it inside the chipboard?
Yes.
Oh.
So this is the magnet that I have. If you can see it.
Yes. It is quite a chunky one, yes, because that would make a bump on your card otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, I have other magnets that are a lot thinner than this. You know, that sometimes if I do a project, I just put it underneath the paper.
Yes.
And you can do the same thing. I've done that with on the card with the cat. You know, so there's no board here. There's just the paper covering the magnet, and
you can just see a slight bump, but it's fine.
Yeah. So you can do that, or you can use a stronger magnet. And when I use stronger magnet, I insert it inside the board.
That is such a clever idea.
All right. So now I'm just going to trim the inside here, and I'm just going to move it slightly so that I can use the cutting mat under here.
Yeah. And you're not going to see it, so it doesn't need to be perfect anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it'll sit right in there.
That is perfect.
All right, do the same thing on the other one. And find my middle. Maria's
asking if I'm coming, if Antonis and I are coming to South Africa. I don't know yet, Maria. I'd love to. What I'm planning on doing is when the borders open up again and things and it's safe to come, I'm planning on coming to visit family anyway. So I think I will include a class tour as well, but I can't speak for Antonis. I know he loved it when he was there, so I'm sure he's also waiting for it to be safe and he'll be there.
So I don't know if when you say that they have classes and for teachers, if let's say a shop want to do a class like that, can they learn how to do it without a teacher there, or do it online maybe?
They could do it online. So that's what I said earlier. Some of the places are still red zones. I've just done a class for Art Warriors in the UK as a private class online. So we can all still do the online classes if physical classes are not available.
Mm-hmm. I think that is
thanks,
wonderful.
Maria. So I think it's just a case of everybody's just kind of it's the wait and see game.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's a good compromise, because I took classes from you and other Stamperia teachers, and it was really fun.
Yeah, it just works out slightly more expensive for the people, because obviously in a real class, I would take my own stencils for people to share and the molds and so on. So if you're having to do it online, of course, then your customers all have to have, unless the shop that's organizing it does the molding for them as part of the kits. But the client would still need the stencils and stamps and so on, depending on what we're using. So but then that is not something that gets used up. So when I say it makes the class more expensive, it's you land up then with tools that you have in your stash that don't wear out. So it's not like paper that you use up when you finished your project.
Right. I think it's a lot of fun also to do a class where you sit down and you have people around, and you kind of feed off each other and have a lot of laughs.
Maria's also inviting you to South Africa. She says, Tamar, you can come to South Africa. My kids have moved out, so there's plenty of space.
And vice versa, you can come to Florida. We got beaches and all kinds of animals here. I found a snake outside my door the other day.
Oh, my word. You won't be finding my husband anywhere near your place. He hates snakes.
We have a really big artist community here, too. And the other day, I took my dogs to get their grooming in a new place because, I just moved here and I was looking for new places. And I realized I'm smack in the center of an artist district.
Oh, wow. Lucky you.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So I had 2 hours to burn while I'm waiting for them to get their beauty treatment, their facials and and I said, okay, what's out here? And they had a gallery right down the street called Arts Warehouse. And I walked in and oh my God, it was so much fun to be able to walk in an art gallery like in my neighborhood. It was wonderful. They have a lot of galleries there. So I was talking to the sweet guy there in the reception desk. His name is Louis. Hi, Louis, if you're looking at the live, because I told him about Stamperia and everything.
Oh, wow. Okay. I've got somebody saying they love the color you're using. What is that?
It's...
Oh, you mixed two.
KAL124 and black. Yes.
Okay, so it's the brick red and black. Okay, thank you.
A lot of red and a teeny bit of black. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I did talk to them. And as it turned out, that place also have room for classes. They do classes there. So I thought that was awesome.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, they have a big hall for classes.
Crafty had the chance to attend Art Basel in Miami. Amazing art everywhere.
Oh, yeah. That is huge over there every year. It's huge.
We've still got people coming in. We've got Teresa from the Netherlands, and we have now I need to read this. Graciela Surbeta. So I'm not sure I pronounced that properly. Hola a todos. Saludos desde Buenos Aires.
Be careful not to break any teeth.
Buenos Aires.
Okay, so I just need to trim this a little bit more at the corner because always before I put glue, I put it on the surface where I need this to go just to make sure the size is correct.
Okay, so then you're going to just trim it down a little bit.
I'm just trimming it a little bit.
Now, Maria's hoping to be able to visit her daughter next year. She says, Sam is so jealous. She's talking to Sam saying, I'm so jealous that you're so close to my daughter. Hopefully I can visit next year. Yeah, I think there'll be a worldwide party once we can all get out of our individual places. Oh, we have from Greece.
From where?
We have a lady from Greece. Unfortunately, her name is in Greek, so I cannot pronounce that. I'm going to call her Kate because that's the first bit that I can pronounce. And we have Sylvia giving you lots of rainbow hearts.
Oh, thank you, Sylvia. That is so sweet.
Oh, we have a good morning from Canada.
Canada. Canada
Oh,
is
thank
our
you. Good pronunciation. Oh, that's pure fluke.
Canadian people are just the sweetest, nicest people. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gluing one side.
And we have good evening from Australia. Hello from Norway. It's like the United Nations here.
That's wonderful. You know, Stamperians are all over. You know, I have people that come into my store to buy from everywhere in the world. You know, I sometimes see people from New Zealand, from Japan. Yesterday I had somebody from Switzerland.
Wow. We've got Louisa saying, hello girls, watching from Italy. Mazel tov for the newborn, enjoying the video.
Thank you.
And we've got Valeria, hello from Texas.
Thank you very much.
Oh, we've got another Australia and another Portugal. I met a wonderful lady through my, I belong to the, it's an outdoors drawing, it's called urban sketching. I belonged to it when I was in South Africa. So you meet up in a group and you go and draw in a certain area. Somebody picks an area in town and off you go and you draw. And so I belonged to that in Cape Town. So when I got here to Berlin 2 years ago, I came to find it. And looked online and found the Berlin urban sketches and made friends with the women that had come from India. And so if anybody's ever looked on my Facebook, they'll see that I was posting last summer lots of pictures of all the different parks because she's now moved to Portugal, unfortunately for me, but fortunately for her because she's loving it there, loving the weather, loving all the beaches, loving all the scenery. And so, yeah, I met this wonderful lady and we've kept in contact. So thank goodness for things like Google Hangouts and Zoom and so on, because I'm still in contact with her. It's amazing how the arty community is all so friendly the world over.
Yes, right? I think so. You know, it's a universal language.
It is. It's completely like, I know Stamperia has like yesterday was in Spanish. And just because the person's speaking Spanish, you can still watch what they're doing. It's usually pretty clear, even if you don't understand all the explanation. And then we have wonderful people in the chat who do translations for their friends, which is fabulous.
Yes.
Agnieszka has done it when it's Portuguese, when it's Polish, for us English speakers. We've got Crafty I Am, who also translates for everybody.
Right.
So, you know, it's just, I find we're just the most amazing international group of people who help each other out. Anya is saying, hi girls, watching and listening, but typing is difficult because I'm covered with paint. Well, that's a good thing. It means you're crafting with us.
Yes. We always are covered in paint. It's so funny.
What laser cut is that?
That's a chippies, and this is it.
Okay.
For you. It's
Thank
the
you.
decorative chips. It's SCB22.
SCB for Betty?
Yes. S like sugar, C like Charlie, B like Betty.
Okay, 22.
22. And I'm just taking this really carefully out. Yep. Just be very careful when you take it out.
Yeah, I quite often just use a scalpel to break those little things because I get a bit ham-fisted with those. I've been known to break them.
Yeah. Okay. Just careful.
But they really are gorgeous.
Squigglies. I use one at least in every project. I use one of those. It just adds a little something, you know. And they're perfect for cards because they're not heavy. They're, you know,
yes,
they're delicate.
And they're not two-dimensional if you're going to put it in envelopes. I know when I did cards a couple of weeks ago, I know that a lot of the postal issues, if your card is too thick, you have to send it as a parcel. So I'm not sure if the chipboard would be thin enough. And yes, Penny says she also has to cut those tiny pieces. Otherwise you break them. Yeah. So
okay, so I have some of the chips here, and I'm going to paint it. And I think I will introduce the blue now. What I do usually when I'm picking out colors is I go to the collection itself and I say, what colors are there in there? And I use those. But
I must say that's what I love about Stamperia is everything matches so well.
Everything matches, and now they have they sell the 6-pack of the paint that coordinate with the collections.
Yes, as designers, we get asked what we think would work the best.
Mm-hmm.
So then the shops can stock it in those color packs.
Right. That's great.
Yeah, I think people are really enjoying that.
That is so great. So I actually ordered a whole bunch with all the new collections because I think it's just really easy. You know, if somebody wants it, I just, take it and introduce that. Okay, so I'm mixing again the red and the black, and then I have some of the blue. Let me just put a little bit more red just so that.
Yeah, but you're a true fine artist, so mixing colors for you comes naturally, whereas I think for a lot of people, they're not quite sure what works with what. So I think having the packs is a really good idea.
Yes, I agree. It's a fabulous idea. It's a fabulous idea. So I put a little bit of red here.
Oh, it looks so rusty. That's the brick red with your...
Yeah. So I put the red mix with the black as the first layer.
Okay.
And as you can see, I don't just put the whole like one color.
Yeah, you've dabbed it in different places.
Yeah. You take a white brush and you can put a little bit of the dark on one side, a little bit of the lighter on the other side.
Okay, you need to come more to the left because you're showing your brush off screen.
Like
yeah,
that.
There we go. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. So I take my white brush and I dab part of it in the red, the other half in the dark. And then when you apply it,
yes, it gives a
both
interesting technique
on here. So now I'll take a little bit of the blue. And while the paint underneath is still a little wet, it'll get mixed a little bit. So I don't put it all over. I just put it in some areas.
Good idea. Yeah. Everybody in the chat is discussing their weather. It's like a weather report, a worldwide weather report going on in the chat. Sydney's cold.
Subject to talk about.
There's always like a sub chat going on in the chat, like a sideline chat, which you can't really put on the screen because it doesn't make any sense with what we're talking about. But it's quite interesting to see all the different discussions that are going on.
That's hilarious.
Crafty, I am saying nice and cool here. No rain, but cloudy. You see, I mean, it's like
Weather channel.
Yes, I don't know. You've only just recently started joining in with me and some of the others on the Saturday night live hops that we do on YouTube. And
Yes.
so often when you look at the chat, because you don't have somebody backstage like me, reading everything and putting things on screen. So when you look at the chat, sometimes you think, are they on like a different channel or something? Because the conversation will be about dinner, it'll be about the weather, and because quite often these hops are on for quite a long time, the conversation carries on from the previous chat that might have come up, and it's hilarious. You sometimes think, oh my word, but it's
Yeah.
everybody's loving your paint tips. Yeah, and
you.
Vina from Jakarta is saying it keeps raining all day and it's exceptionally cold.
Oh.
Terry's saying it's going to be in the hundreds here again. Now, you see, this is where I find it so interesting because I'm used to centigrade and that's obviously Fahrenheit. Yes, and Blanche is saying we're like a family, and it's interesting to know because, yes, so many of you are in the chat every single afternoon. It's wonderful. And I know that when Stamperia comes back from their holiday, they're going to introduce extra lives. So it'll be us designers in the afternoon. We've all got new slots, so there will be some changes. I will be every Thursday. I know Antoni says every Saturday. I can't remember who's who. So there's different, like Dorota and Christina and Sarah and so on. Everybody will have their own day. And then in the mornings at 11 o'clock Central European time, there will be other lives. So there will be more for you to watch.
Okay, I'm going to interrupt you to just explain what I'm doing now a little bit.
Okay.
So I painted all the little piece of the chippies of the decorative chips, and I cut previously. I cut a little circle. I just used a die cut to cut a circle with a black cardstock to fit underneath the clock.
That's so clever.
Because
lots of people have dies and things. All crafters have lots of tools.
Yes, card makers use dies a lot.
Yep.
So
Irene's saying she can't wait for the earlier times. So as far as I know, well, we'll just have to see how it works out. It's a new thing that Stamperia is trying. Are you just cleaning off your brush there, or are you doing that intentionally?
I am not. I'm doing that intentionally inside. Yes. I'm just giving it a little background with some paint.
Yep, makes it more interesting. Blanche is saying we're multitasking. We can type, talk, listen, and watch.
It's okay. I'll paint. You'll talk. It works for me. I just want a little bit more blue here. I want to make it pop a little bit more. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is my inside. I'm going to put something else in here, and I'm going to make a little pocket. So for anybody who does not know how to make a little pocket out of paper, you take the width of the area where you want to put the pocket, which in this case, it is 4 inches and a quarter, but I'm going to make it a little less, let's say 4 1/8. So I'm counting from side to side, and then I'm adding 1/2 inch on each side. So it'll be 5 1/8. And decide how deep you want the pocket. Let's do it 2 inches. So 5 1/8 by 2 1/2. 5 1/8 by 2 1/2. That's my 2 1/2 and 5 1/8. So this is my piece of cardstock, and now I'm going to score it on 3 sides. If I can find my scoring tool.
In your Bermuda Triangle, yes.
Yes. So
you are scoring off camera, but we can see what we're doing. Yes, that's better. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. And then half an inch here. So I scored half an inch on the 2 1/8, on a 2.5 inch side, and I scored it twice, half an inch on the right, half an inch on the A,
Okay, right.
and an 8 side. And now I'm going to just trim
Off the corner
where the two score lines meet, and fold, and that is the pocket. Okay, let's take a
perfect. Okay, so yes, the chat is discussing about these new lives. So we will just see how it goes. I know that us designers have been booked for our specific day. It also helps you guys in the chat to plan if there's a specific language that you prefer to listen to. And then I'm not sure how they're going to roll the 11 a.m. slot. I think it just depends on who Stamperia can get as guests.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it'll be one of those things that'll, like this has evolved. You know, we started off last year with COVID just as a thing, thinking, okay, we'll, you know, entertain everybody. And then it's become quite an organized thing. So we're getting better and better at it. So both lives will be different in one day. That's correct. It's not going to be a repeat. And again, they will be always on both YouTube and Facebook for people to catch up.
That's awesome. I think people really like those lives too. You know, they get ideas, they get too creative. People really like it. And they're bringing wonderful artists too. So it's everybody, you know, does something else, and you get a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah, and you can take from the live what works for you. You might not be a card maker, but you might be a journal maker. So like watching you now making pockets will work for journals just as well. Yes. So, you know, everybody takes something away from the live. A couple of weeks ago, you did a live where you did the artist trading cards. So do you want to just remind everybody about that?
I would love to. Thank you. Yes, we've done 3 ATCs, and we said that challenge everybody to make 1 or 2 or 3 ATCs or small cards and post it on social media with the hashtag Stamperia Interactive. And your submissions have to be made by August 17th. And it is as a gratitude to Stamperia. That is the theme. So use your favorite Stamperia collection to make an ATC or something little with Stamperia products. It can be anything you want as long as it's small. And that's it. And hopefully I'll see lots and lots and lots of
Yeah, I've put the link in the chat, and I've got Duncan saying these lives are very perfect. Don't change them, please. So these lives are staying the same. We're just adding more.
Yes.
Okay, so
now I'm just going to cover my cards. And I'm going to cover both the small one and the large one.
And Maria's also saying we could send them to you. Yes, so if any of you want to send them to Tamar, you can do that, and she will actually then post them onto Stamperia as one shipment. So if you want to do that, by all means, contact Tamar, and she will ship them on.
Everything that will arrive to me by mail will be put together in a package. And this is actually supposed to be a surprise for Giovanni. And I have a feeling he knows about it, though.
We'll just say it quietly.
I know. Which is okay. He's playing along.
Oh yes, and also, didn't you say you would sponsor a gift?
And I will sponsor a gift to whoever make a guess on how many submissions we're going to have a total.
Yeah. So you can make a guess. Where are you going to do that?
Where am I going to do what?
The guess. Where must people put their guesses?
Either in the post when you're
doing. So after the 17th, you'll let us know.
Yes.
Because the deadline is the 17th, so you've got to know, and then yeah, we will put more details closer to the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terry saying, yeah, we won't tell. Shh. Crafty, submissions by mail if you could, but she also did say that you can just post it on social media because not everybody wants to post their stuff. So social media, you can do it on social media as well.
Yes. Okay, well, I think I forgot to do something. We were talking and I glued it a little.
Oh, I distracted you. What should have gone behind there?
That's okay. I have a little brad here for the...
Put it down to the left. There we go.
I have a little brad here for the two little things, and that's okay.
But you could just glue it on. I'm sure that'll work just as well.
I made a hole here.
Yes.
Pretend I made a hole, and since I didn't make a hole, I'm just going to glue it on with the amazing Extra Forte that will glue everything. So there's always a solution. You know, if I do a project without any mistakes, it's not.
Oh, yes. This is how we learn. People often say to me, you know, how do you know so much? I said, because I've done so much and I've made so many mistakes. And one learns more from making mistakes, actually, than from doing things perfectly the first time, because you have to work harder to fix the problem.
That's true. So I'm just going to rip it off from here if I can. It'll look the same thing, except it's not going to be through and the little things are not going to be moving. But
and Peppy is reminding us about the pizza. Like and share so you have a chance to win a pizza.
I love those pizza boxes.
And Luciana loves that glue. So do I. Between that and the mixed media glue, I go through liters of the stuff.
This glue glues everything. Absolutely everything.
And Arena's saying there's always a way to hide mistakes. In South Africa, we have an Afrikaans saying pluk 'n blom. In other words, stick a flower. You make a mistake, pluk 'n blom, stick a flower.
And. Okay. You know me, I'm losing stuff. I lost the other.
You lost the hand now.
The other hand. It's okay. I got another hand.
Thankfully, we're born with two, yes. Just teasing. It's probably stuck to the back of your card.
I got another hand.
Yes, Agnieszka's saying Stamperia pizza is the best. Yes, it's calorie-free and keeps us busy for hours.
Calorie-free.
It's the best pizza. And Maria's saying that's why it's wonderful to have you ladies in our lives, so we don't have to make those mistakes. Yes, we'll do it for you. Don't worry.
It's all right. I actually, you know, I did a big piece once, and I called it imperfect because I had so many mistakes in there, and I decided, you know what? It's not going to be perfect, and that's exactly what it's going to be called. Imperfect.
And where's this question? Anna's saying, but Belinda, you're not a flower girl, so what do I stick? I stick a gear, a cog or a gear, metal or chipboard. I'm not fussy, but yes, that's my kind of flower. I do tend to think of my cogs and gears as flowers.
like how it's coming
And
out.
Patricia's saying if she learned from her mistakes, she would be a genius by now.
I think you might be are.
And Agnieszka's saying it's art. It doesn't have to be perfect.
No, it doesn't.
In mixed media, we say, so this is not Blanche saying, in mixed media, we can say we don't have mistakes. We just change our mind. I like that one.
It's so true. That is so true. I'm going to adopt that.
Yeah, I just changed my mind. And look at that. You didn't even put the hands in the middle of the clock this time. I like your clock. It's kind of funky.
Yeah, put it there. No, I think it's the same place I put it there.
It is, but I didn't notice that the first time around. Now I'm looking at it. I'm focusing on that because I think I was distracted by your gorgeous locks that you hung at the bottom. And I just noticed that it's not actually bang in the middle of the clock, which is what I would have done. And I think yours is more interesting.
Yeah? You know, that's the beauty of it. I can just show an idea and everybody can do, you know, what they feel is nicer. There's always room to improve and make something different. I think I'm going to punch a hole now here. Just here at the right side. And punch a hole here. And I'll punch a hole down here. Okay, so I punched 2 holes and I'm going to take my eyelet. Woo! Everything is flying. Okay. Here we go. And close it. And then I'm going to add the chain here.
Okay.
To this little hole so that I can have something interesting with some dangles. Okay. So have that. And now I'm going to add a little sentiment here somewhere.
Yeah, Agnieszka is saying sometimes it's a very happy mistake, like her double crackle. Yes, that's the best mistake ever. Thanks for sharing.
Okay, so I don't know what sentiment I want to use. I use the same thing I used for the other cards. So I want to make it the same. I think, Belinda, this page is one of my favorites in the collection.
Oh, wait till you see my new one. I can't
This
wait.
one, it's absolutely amazing. All the little sayings and all the little things, and you can use it for so many different projects.
Yeah, I love that page too. I like the fact that it makes the cover useful. You know, there has to be a front cover and then to use the other side. So on that side, we have always the sayings, and in the back cover, we always have the cutouts.
Yeah, and I like that. You know, I like cutouts, but I don't like to cut too much, you know, too many swirlies and too many things.
Yeah, I don't do fussy cutting. I hate fussy cutting.
I hate fussy cutting. But these are nice, and they're not, you know,
they're not too bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's one or two that I must admit to chopping some fiddly bits off, but it still looks okay. So Agnieszka's saying can't wait for the new collection. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. And Terry's saying can't wait for Lady's new journey. And Samantha's saying it's not fair, stop teasing. And Roberta's gonna go. I'm sure she'll catch the rest. So bye, Roberta. Terry, as a fellow brother owner, so I have the brother machine that can cut, and yes, the cutouts on the white background, they're cut beautifully. So yes, I have requested it for my second one as well, and yeah, I'm dying to taste them. And Valeria's saying, can't wait to see my new collection. I can't either. dying to get it in my hands. I've seen it on the screen, but yeah. And yes, it's a clever way to make use of the back page and the front page. So
it's not just clever of using it. I mean, the items that you put there, the sayings are really cute.
Yes.
And, you can always add it. If you're doing a mixed media project, you can always add this, in little places. If you're doing cards, if you're doing, whatever. It just fits into so many different projects.
There we go. Anna's saying, of all the artists to put together on a live, you two beautiful ladies are the most calm and relaxing ones. It feels like we're just having tea. Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we're just chit-chatting while you're crafting.
For me and Belinda, it's a normal thing now, because
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just pop in to ask her a question, and we'll end up chatting for a couple hours.
Yeah. And Jill's saying Vagabond in Japan has just arrived in the UK. Happy dance.
What do you mean? I didn't get mine yet.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Maria's asking, when will a new collection come out? As far as I know, end of October.
Yeah.
So Annette, there's your answer. The new collection, when is it coming? End of October.
Wow. I'm supposed to get mine soon, hopefully very soon.
Oh, you'll sew Vagabond in Japan.
Have a project that I'm planning for Sir Vagabond. Already have one planned.
I know I don't have it either, and as design, the Stamperia always sends us stuff to work with, usually ahead of time. But I think
that you as a teacher didn't get it, and other that are not got it before.
I think they're so desperate to get it out to the shops first that we'll be, it's like family hang back. Do you know that saying, when you have people for dinner?
Yes.
And it's family hang back. We're classed as family, so I think as teachers have to just hang back.
Okay, so this is the front, and I'll put this in the back. So I'm covering like both sides of the card.
Oh, you're covering now. That's clever. I always leave the back blank. It's much more interesting to put paper on it.
If I have the paper, why not? The paper looks nicer than black, I think.
I agree.
And then if we want, we can take another piece of, maybe I'll take a blank craft color cardstock and put that inside real quick.
So they're saying it should arrive in Mexico today, and Spain it arrived end of last week. So it's amazing.
Vagabond. Today's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, mine is supposed to be here tomorrow.
It's so exciting. I can't wait to see what people do with it, because I do think that a lot of his stencils are not necessarily too vagabondish, if you know what I mean. It's quite versatile. Like I love the like the bamboo and so on. There's so many ways you can use it.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I have to say, he did a good job. He really did a good job. So, but I can't wait to see Lady Vagabond. I'm sure it will be absolutely stunning.
Can't wait to show the world. It's the crazy thing is, I was trying to explain to somebody the other day. It's like being pregnant, but you don't have the baby bump. Nobody can see it.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good analogy. That is so true. Okay, so we're bringing it home. I'm just going to add
almost done. Hello, Francis from Cape Town.
I'm going to add a little chain, and I'm going to add the little the dingles. Okay.
Okay, so there's a comment here. Don't rush the new collection. I'm still working on my Not So Mini album from the CERN Lady Vagabond collection. It's okay. Take your time. It's not going anywhere.
Oh.
And Samantha's having ants. She's even typing in capital letters. I'm dying to see and play with new Lady Vagabond. Patience is a virtue, my dear. Virtue is a grace. Grace is a little girl that didn't wash her face.
Okay, so we'll do this and this here, like that and like that.
Are you like every other crafter? And did you do like jewelry making and beading? I see you've got all the tools.
Of course. I don't even know if there's a craft that I didn't get my hands on at one point, you know, but I think that scrapbooking and, well, art is my first priority. This is the one what I do the most. But yeah, I do it. You know, I'm just, as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, maybe I want to put the chain all the way through. Maybe we'll put it all the way through.
Oh, that's clever. And then join it up on the front.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't done it in the first one, but maybe I'll do it in this one.
My mom's saying, I love chains on things.
Yeah, you know, do something different. I love your mom.
She's so supportive. She's in all the lives. She's lucky because of her Portuguese. She can understand the Spanish and some of the Italian as well. So she gets to understand more than me.
My daughter will be in the live that we're doing for the Hop on Saturday. She'll join me. So anybody wants to meet my daughter, come Saturday. She was supposed to be here today too. She said, but because, you know, we're busy with new baby. Yeah, you know what? Look at that. It's kind of cool.
I like that. That's really nice.
Isn't it? I mean, I don't even know if I want to join it. We can do one here, one there.
Yeah, you've got 2 locks.
Yeah, or join them together. Yeah, I'll join them together. Okay. So let me look for a ring. Take a little ring here.
Oh, Anna says, Belinda, every time I see your grandma diary flowers and pages in so many projects, I think she must be smiling. She left a beautiful legacy to crafters all over the world through you. There's more to come. I'm just saying, there's more to come.
You're such a tease.
I'm having such fun.
You are such a tease. Because, you know, it's like when you know, Stamperia came out with the new collection, then they said, oh yeah, but you're not gonna get it until December. No, we're not. You can't do this to us. And then
I know, so at least once mine releases, the shipping will be quick. So we won't do that to you. Promise.
Yeah, you can't do this to us. I mean, you know, you pleasure delayer, you. All right, I lost my train of thought. What do I want to do now?
You were doing you need to put wax or whatever paint or whatever you used on your molds.
Yes, Sarantica.
I'm a terrible tease, Anna, sorry. Imagine what my design team must be going through, because I send them their monthly emails and I can't say anything except I'm busy with my new designs, and then like I'm finished with my new designs and it's now in Stamperia's hands, and then I'm starting to plot all my like projects and things with my new designs, and like they can't see or know anything, and it's terrible that I'm driving them mad. I'm sure I am.
Yeah, I know. I tried to bribe you and you didn't buy into
No.
it. You did not buy into it. Oh, yeah, you're very strong.
I have to be.
I know.
But it's nice to have a surprise.
Well, if it's going to do half as good as Lady Vagabond did, I think it's a home run. You know, the first one was just unbelievable. All right, so I did 2 molds from each, and I'm going to join them together back to back like that. And I'm going to take a little twine. I love this thing. I don't even know where I bought it. I bought it years ago.
It's nice and fun.
It's a never-ending spool of twine.
It looks like it.
It just doesn't want to end. I love it.
Okay, and Maria's asking, how do you get to be on a design team? Well, to be honest, I've never been on a design team, Maria, and now I'm running my own. And what I did, so choosing people for a design team is really hard, and I didn't want to do the whole application thing because, that would have just been too much to deal with at the time of launching a whole new thing. It was my first new, I've never done this before. So I opted to do a whole lot of research and approach people directly. So firstly, I was looking for people in different countries that spoke different languages. I was looking for people of different hue, for want of a better description, different, yes, try and be as diverse as possible. And then, so that's just on a technical side of things on a worldwide level.
Right.
And then on top of it, to try and find people who do different things. So looking for mixed media artists, paper artists, people with different styles and so on. And of course, mine is fairly steampunk-ish. So people that are not necessarily too pretty, so I sat for weeks cruising the internet looking for stuff. And I'm not sure, I haven't spoken to Stamperia about moving forward. The contract for my design team is till the end of this year, so this physical year being December. So moving forward, whether I will just continue to pick and choose my own people or do an application.
Mm-hmm.
I
would say
I hate the idea of asking people to apply and then having to tell them that they didn't get it. That would kill me. I'm just too soft. I want everybody in it, and I can't.
But I remember that I did the live with Sam, and at the end of the live, she asked me the same question, and I told her, I said, well, the first thing that you do is do a lot of project using Stamperia and post it on social media and on the website, and I know that teachers are there and they look and they see it. So if they like it, that's a good place to start, I think.
Yeah, I landed up where I am because I was posting my projects in the Stamperia Stampers Worldwide. And they noticed my projects and asked me to be a teacher. And that's how and then discovered I can design. So, because my background is graphic designing. So, not everything happens. I didn't post there intentionally looking to get on to Stamperia, you know what I mean? I was just having fun because the people in that group are just so friendly and nice and comment and like and so on. So yes, it's if you want to be noticed, put your stuff out there.
Right.
I also do guest posts. So I can't, because I have 8 people in my design team and some months have 9 weeks. So what I've started doing is having guest posts. So I had Rachel Harries as a guest post last month. I've had Naneka as a guest post. I've got a couple more slots coming up for guest posts. So that's, if you'd like to be a guest designer, perhaps private message me on Facebook.
That is really nice of you to do, I think. In this way, somebody can have an opportunity
Yes.
to show what they're doing, not on a regular basis, but, here and there. I think it's a wonderful thing to do.
Everybody's loving what you've done. Can you bring it down as you put it together? There you go.
So I just added Serantica Gold to highlight the buckles, the locks, sorry, those.
The locks, yes.
The molds. I attached them to the chain. I like dangles. I put dangles on everything. You don't
It's
have
interesting.
to.
It makes a difference, yes.
I just think it's so much fun. And
everybody's loving it.
And I just took with my finger and, just highlighted some areas, some corners. And
that helps to link it up as a visual thing as well.
Yeah. Now, remember, we have the two magnets right here in the middle. As you close it, it will magnetize and it'll stay closed.
Perfect. Absolutely gorgeous. That is such a gorgeous gift because it's a card and a gift in one.
And then you can do a tag. I took one of the tags here and put a little tchotchke on there, like a little ribbon. You can write something on there. I think it's so cute.
Everybody's loving it, loving the look of your project, loving everything about it, all your attention to detail. It's amazing.
It's a fun, I was thinking, you don't always have to do cards with flowers and ribbons, and you can do a fun steampunk grungy card.
Yes. Yes, I mean, and that would be perfect for a guy as well, because I know a lot of people really struggle to make men's cards. So that would be really nice for a guy. And what is Samantha? Samantha's typed an essay here. Belinda, you're so encouraging and inspiring. Crafters and artists are so lucky to learn from you, and I am blessed to have been chosen for your team. Yes, I chose, and Sam's new to my team as well, and it's also because I noticed her work. So yes, if you're wanting to be noticed, people, put your work out there.
Yeah, not to mention Sam is just fun.
Yes, she's hilarious. She's lots of fun. Everybody's loving your locks. The locks, Tina's saying, beautiful card. The locks give it a unique look. Right. Crafty I am. I can't do translate on here.
Now, if you really want to take this a step further, if you're giving it away to somebody, you can add a little picture inside.
Oh, that's such a cool idea. Yes.
You can put a photo of your kids here, of your dog if you want.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is even better. It's like a whole nother level. Okay, so Laura has a question. This style is mixed media or steampunk?
I think both.
Both.
It's really clash.
It's not too steampunk. So what is steampunk? Steampunk, if you want the description, is pretty much, bring it down a bit into camera. There we go. So steampunk is basically the age of the Victorian era, where if you imagine Victorians trying to do science fiction and using what they had to hand. So it was the age of steam. So the steam engine had just come into being, which is why it's all the cogs and gears. Goggles are around because of all the smut from the trains, from the steam trains. The drivers and everybody had to wear goggles, and, the cars were open and so on. So people wore goggles. So what collection are the locks from? That's from the Lady Vagabond.
Yeah.
So it's from the Lady Vagabond mold. It's called Locks and Keys, that mold.
If you want the number, it's K3PTA 484. I love it. I've used it in many.
Is it 484?
484, yes.
Okay, so it's keys, there we go. I've put it in the group, in the thing. So the interesting thing is, when you look at so Stamperia loves to have all these numbers and things, but if you look at the end, it's the K3PT, means it's a mold, and then you either have A4 or A5 and then a number. So A4 means it's an A4 mold, and A5 means it's an A5 mold. So if that just helps you when you're looking at codes. Anna's saying they're so beautiful. Agnieszka's saying, I love all of them. Thank you so much, Tamar, today for the live. Annette is saying, very beautiful work. Hetty's saying, thanks, very beautiful. Patty saying, cards are fabulous with lots of exclamation marks. Sam is saying, fabulous card collection.
Thank you, everybody, very much. I can't even begin to thank you for all your compliments.
And Mom's saying, I love the warm colors and the glowing gold on your card. So everybody's loving it.
Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. It's great. I can try and move the camera again. Hopefully I won't disconnect.
I won't cut yourself off. Okay, I'll put myself on screen as well. I'm still here.
Here we go.
So Susan's saying thank you, Tamar.
I don't have any paint on my face.
Surprisingly not, considering how much you got on your hands.
Because I got paint on my hand, and then I go like this.
I know, like this, and then you push your glasses up, and then the hair. I normally end up with multicolored hair. Love the dangles.
They're so much fun.
And the wings on my cat
it's magnetic, so it can be taken out, and you can just take this and put it on your refrigerator.
So well done. Everybody's saying thank you. So don't forget to like and share for your chance to win on Monday. And I will see you next week with this lovely lady.
Thank you.
And my mom hopefully helping me with Portuguese. Yeah. I'm going to make Mom come and sit just off camera here and help me with the Portuguese. Or she'll help me from the lounge. Because basically I have these calyx behind me because I've pinched a section of our living room. And so my mom's on the couch directly behind there. So she sits with earbuds and she listens and watches just there on the other side. So yeah, I'll get running commentary from behind me over here. So I'm really looking forward to next week. Have a wonderful week, everybody. And thank you for
being here. Thank you for being here, for letting me do this with you. I have no words to say how much I really appreciate it, really.
It's been a fun hour and a half. It's been really, really awesome. Thanks. Yeah. And thanks. We wouldn't be here without everybody who comes to watch. So thanks for your time as well. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.